InterVarsity Christian Fellowship chapters are returning to California's State University system. The Christian group moved off all state university campuses in September of 2014 after being asked to open leadership positions to all students, regardless of beliefs. Now school officials are inviting the Christian group back. InterVarsity's Vice President Greg Howe is here to tell us what changed. So Greg, first take us back a bit. Give us a bit of background on how this all started.
Sure. A few years ago, the California State University system issued Executive Order 1068, which essentially prohibited religious student groups from using religious criteria in leadership selection. And that meant we couldn't require our leaders in InterVarsity to be Christians. And so after some negotiation with the university, we were unable to be recognized. And so we spent the last academic year off campus, though still ministering to college and university students there.
Wow. So today you are back. Why did the administration change its position?
I think a key thing in our conversation with the administration was that we went in with the same attitude that we train our students to have when they engage in evangelism with their peers on campus. We went in and listened carefully to their concerns. We tried to convey our commitments and convictions in a way that they could understand, that was civil and gracious, and we were able to negotiate a resolution over the course of about a year and a half of conversation.
So in the end, this case was not about hostility towards religion, correct?
I don't think so. I really believe the university, from the very beginning, was concerned about creating a diverse, tolerant, welcoming place on campus. And we shared that concern. We want every student to be welcome and safe on campus. And so it was really as we listened to each other's concerns and tried to meet those concerns in honest, legitimate ways that didn't compromise our convictions or beliefs, we found a way forward. And I was very gratified at the way that Cal State took us seriously and took our concerns seriously.
So going forward, did you have to make any kind of an adjustment before this move back to campus? Any change to your approach?
The changes were minimal, and I think it really meant and required just a year of careful listening to each other and building relationships. We tried to remind ourselves constantly in the process. The administration wasn't the enemy. In fact, they were the mission field. And because we treated them as part of our mission field, the university, we tried to be gracious, to listen well, but also to have conviction. And I think that mattered. We never treated them like the enemy, and I don't think they felt like we were treating them like the enemy.
I understand that even though you were off campus, InterVarsity recorded its largest number of new believers at CSU. What do you believe attributed to that?
I think when Christian students are challenged to think carefully about what they believe and why it matters, they rose to the occasion. It was a great discipleship opportunity. And as we were working off campus, not able to reserve rooms or participate in student activities, our students worked even harder, I think, to reach out to their friends and to proclaim the good news of Jesus. And I think what we saw on campus probably should be true about our culture overall. As Christians find themselves or feel themselves to be more marginalized, I hope our response isn't to withdraw or to be angry, but instead to realize our mission field is even clearer than it's ever been before, and that we'd rise to the occasion. And with even greater humility, with greater kindness and love, but also with conviction, share the good news that we have in Jesus.
So practically, is this just automatic now? You're back on campus? Any kind of work need to be done before that?
We're re-registering on all of the 19 campuses in the Cal State system, and we're kind of working through the administration process. So I'm hopeful we'll be back on campus by the fall with no problems, and Cal State has agreed to try to help open the doors for us where there's any difficulty or confusion at the local level. So I'm confident we'll be back in full force to welcome all the students back when they start school.
All right. Looking forward to that in the fall. Greg Howe, thank you so much for your time.
Thanks so much.